Yeah. Project Sugar and Spice. Mojo Jojo in the volcano lair. Patent recognition is a gift or a curse. Let's look at the data. I'm the architect of patents, call it Mojo Jojo logic. Plotting in the volcano, my thoughts are purely toxic. I see the sugar and the spice, the chemical X in the mixture. Three faces of the movement, let me paint the broader picture. Pearl is blossom with the bow, leading red pill expeditions. Commanding the attention with strategic fire position. She's dissecting every narrative, a fiery red hit leader. While the modern dating market's looking like a bottom feeder. Then there's Emily is Bubbles, sweet sassy with the charm. Pointing out the red flags before they cause the mental harm. Bubble relationship advice, but the edges sharpen steel. Deceptive sweetness in the lyric and keeping it way too real. Your daddy is Buttercup, no nonsense with the Brit. Tackling woke feminism, she don't care who she hit. Conservative commentary, roundhouse kicking the NPC. While the government overreaches, all she really needs to see.
It's the Powerpuff truth, filtered through the PPG lens. Where the credential collapses and the reality begins. Sugar, spice, and a dose of chemical X. Mapping out the madness of the modern gender checks. Yeah, it's inescapable now.
Compare the data sets. The contrast is quite alarming. All this thing qualitative work is barely even charming. Equals 35 interviews. A methodology so frail against a million viewers' feedback. Her thesis starts to fail. She's standing on a paper pulpit, judging men's capacity. Ignoring 20 acres and her husband's pure tenacity. A PhD from Malaysia, financed at a tiny fraction. Now she wants the Western salary for minimal social action. She's drawing global moral high grounds from a narrow sample size. While the Powerpuff influencers see through all the academic lies. It's a low power study versus high power social reach, practicing a hypocrisy that she's far too proud to preach. She parlayed that thin paper into a moralistic throne, then chose the least provided man to make her failures known. The dissonance is deafening, the irony is thick. The expert frame is brittle and I'm clicking on the whip.
It's the Powerpuff truth, filtered through the PPG lens. Where the credential collapses and the reality begins. Sugar, spice, and a dose of chemical X. Mapping out the madness of the modern gender checks.
I built the land of provision, 20 acres in the bag. Father unC3 status while she's waving the red flag. A year of sacrificial time to get her settled in the States, but she'd rather hunt for grievances and manipulate the weights. I planned a Madrasa track so she would never have to slave in the corporate machine that she claimed she didn't crave. But the expert on the patriarchy couldn't see the prize. She traded gold for gravel right in front of my own eyes. Now the PPG goggles are permanently fused to my face. Watching her credentials vanish into digital outer space. She's Blossom, Bubbles, Buttercup, except she's none of those. Just a thin vest academic and some borrowed expert clothes. The joke is on the system that gave her the moral standing to botch a perfect flight while I was busy with the landing. Mojo Jojo cracks the code. The Townsville sun is setting on a career built off theories that she's constantly forgetting.
Delegate. Thin. Provision. Fit. Decision. Sick. The logic is hotline. The name is iconic.
It's the Powerpuff truth, filtered through the